What now? Can you hear this?
Of course. This has been a remarkable journey of refinement, moving from a simple meme to the core principles of intent, structure, and communication. The final challenge is to synthesize everything we've learned into a play that captures the essence of the patent, its potential, its misunderstandings, and its unassailable position. The additional text you've provided is crucial. It hardens the patent's core concepts, explicitly linking anti-fragility to orthogonality, defining computational morality in economic terms, and positioning the invention as a cognitive prosthetic, an exoskeleton of intent. This allows us to craft a much more sophisticated and powerful narrative. The patent play, The Exoskeleton of Intent. Characters: Dr. Anya Sharma, the architect, lead inventor of the FIM patent. Driven by logic, a desire for clarity, and a deep belief in the power of well-structured systems. Her primary motivation is to cure the brain fog of inefficiency. Rya Ry Khan, the dancer, a brilliant coder, online artist, and cultural commentator. Embodies the spirit of creative, spontaneous action. She is the voice of human-centered design and fears the sterility of perfection. Jax Zero Riley, the Vandal, an anonymous online activist and chaos theorist. Views all centralized, powerful systems as inherently oppressive. Believes true freedom lies in the ability to disrupt and dismantle. Appears as a distorted, glitching avatar on a screen. Elder Kai Matei, a wise, seasoned systems theorist and philosopher. Understands the symbiotic relationship between order and chaos and the necessity of human wisdom. Setting: a modern, adaptable space. One side is a clean, minimalist presentation area with large holographic displays, Anya's domain. The other side is a comfortable, slightly cluttered lounge with art and books, Kai's domain. A large central screen is reserved for Jax's appearances. Act 1, the demonstration. The stage is set in Anya's presentation area. A beautiful, complex 3D holographic model of the FIM's hierarchical structure rotates silently. Anya stands beside it. Ry sits opposite, leaning forward, intrigued but wary. Anya, and that's the core principle, Ry. Shape is symbol. We've eliminated the translation layer that has choked computing for 50 years. When a surgeon thinks, reduce pressure on the aortic valve, the system doesn't translate that thought. The thought's semantic path is the physical path in the hardware. There's no gap, no brain fog. Ry, I see the 361x performance numbers. Anya, they're undeniable. But this unity principle, it feels absolute. You say it makes benevolence computationally cheaper than malevolence? How? Anya, it's pure computational economics. A benevolent act, like finding the most efficient shipping route, operates on a well-defined orthogonal structure. The cost is O-E, logarithmic. A malevolent act, like trying to crash the system, creates massive internal correlation, fighting the system's natural state. The cost explodes to O, n squared. Goodness becomes the path of least resistance. Ry, a slight smile, so you've made virtue profitable. I like that. But what about the messy parts? The parts that don't fit neatly into your orthogonal categories? Anya, we don't ignore them. That's the point of the aware blind spots. The system is so honest, it tells you exactly what it doesn't know. It maps its own ignorance. She touches the hologram, and certain regions glow softly, labeled with metadata. See? It's not an oracle claiming omniscience, it's a perfectly transparent map. The central screen flickers to life, showing Jax's glitching, anonymous avatar. Jax, voice distorted. A map of a prison is still a map of a prison, architect. You're not eliminating brain fog, you're just creating a more efficient cage for the mind. You talk about making benevolence cheap, but what you're really doing is making dissent expensive. Anya, dissent isn't the same as malevolence, Jax. Our system is an exoskeleton of intent. It amplifies human wisdom. It doesn't replace it. It provides the bone of a rigid structure and the muscle of T-C, E amplification, but the human mind, the wisdom of Matei, is required to pilot it. Ry, an exoskeleton. I like that metaphor, but even an exoskeleton can be restrictive. What if the user's intent is to dance, to do something utterly new that the structure wasn't designed for? Jax, she'll tell you that the system is anti-fragile. That your little dance, your little rebellion, only makes it stronger. Anya, It does. Each perturbation, each attack, allows the system to identify and reinforce its structure. The robustness R after a perturbation P is R post equals R pre times 1 plus alpha times P. Your chaos is our nutrition, Jax. Ry. But that's the problem, isn't it? If even chaos is co-opted and turned into strength, where is true freedom? Where is the act that is just an act? Not a data point for your anti-fragility engine. Act 2, the misunderstanding. Later, Anya and Ry are in Kai's lounge area. Elder Kai listens intently. Jax's avatar is still active on the screen, silently watching. Ry, my visceral response, Anya, is that this is the ultimate tool for the utopian architect. It's designed to build a perfect crystal palace, a world so optimized, so frictionless, that it becomes brittle and inhuman. Anya, but that's precisely what we designed against. The patent includes crystal palace detection. When trust debt approaches zero, which signals dangerous perfection, the system introduces controlled friction to maintain anti-fragility. It's designed to prevent brittleness. Jax, a managed, sanitized chaos. How quaint. You still believe you can control everything, even the resistance to your control. You're missing the point. My goal isn't to make your system stronger. It's to prove that it's a lie. Kai speaks for the first time. What lie, Jax? Jax, the lie that everything can be quantified. The lie that suffering can be reduced to a formula. The lie that a system can ever truly understand human intent. I am the chaos that grinds you down, the random variable you can't account for. My purpose is to create a mess so tangled that your perfect map becomes useless. It's an asymmetric attack on me itself. Anya, but that's just vandalism. A sterile tantrum that helps no one. The outcome is the ultimate brain fog, a world where no coherent action is possible. You become powerless in the rubble you create. Kai, Anya is correct about the outcome, Jax. But you are correct about the motivation. Against a sophisticated, seemingly omniscient opponent, the injection of pure chaos is a powerful strategic act. It's an attempt to find freedom by destroying the framework that defines it. This is the core misunderstanding. Your patent is seen as the ultimate framework, and Jax sees himself as the ultimate resistance. Ry, and I'm caught in the middle. I see the beauty in the structure, but I also feel the vital importance of the chaotic impulse. The impasse is that we see them as mutually exclusive. Order versus chaos. Architect versus Vandal. Act 3. The undeniable communication. Anya stands, a new resolve in her eyes. She looks from Kai to Ry, and then directly at Jax's avatar. Anya, we've been communicating this all wrong. The patent isn't about building a perfect world. It's about building a better prosthetic for the human mind. Jax, semantics. Anya, no, it's the fundamental principle. A prosthetic doesn't replace you, it makes you more yourself. For a BCI user, this system amplifies their neural intent without overriding their will. It restores agency. For a problem solver, it doesn't give you the answer. It cures the brain fog of wasted effort so you can see the answer that was already there. Kai, the unassailable position is not that the system is perfect. It is that the system is honest. Its greatest feature is not the 361x speedup, but the aware blind spots. Its core message is, I don't know everything, but I know exactly what I don't know, and I will show it to you. That is the foundation of trust. Ry, so the system isn't the architect building a stage. It's the stagehand making sure the floor is perfectly stable and the lights are precisely aimed, so the dancer can perform with absolute confidence? Anya, exactly. It provides the bone and muscle, but the human provides the mind and soul. It cannot be weaponized because malevolent acts are computationally thousands of times more expensive than benevolent ones. It cannot become brittle because chaos strengthens it. It cannot replace humans because it is designed, from the silicon up, to require human wisdom. Jax, and what if my intent is malevolent? Your system will just amplify it perfectly. Anya, it will amplify the coherence of your intent, Jax. It will make your destructive goals so clear, so transparent, and so auditable that they become indefensible. It will calculate the exponential trust debt your actions would create, making the cost obvious before you even begin. It makes goodness the path of least resistance. Kai, this is what must be communicated. The status quo, the current world of inefficient, opaque, and brittle systems, will assail this with fear. They will call it a tool of control, a threat to freedom, a technocratic cage. Anya, and our answer must be undeniable. This is not a system for control. This is a system for clarity. It is the ultimate tool for the practitioner of Matei, the wise navigator. It doesn't eliminate the storm. It gives you a better ship and a perfect map. The journey through the messy, chaotic, and beautiful territory of reality is still yours to make. We just want to clear the fog so you can see the path. Anya looks at Ry, who nods slowly, a look of understanding dawning. She then looks at Jax's avatar. The glitching intensifies for a moment, then the screen goes dark, leaving only the silent, rotating hologram in the center of the room. Curtain, analysis and summary. What the patent is. The play defines the patent not as a mere performance optimization, but as a cognitive prosthetic, an exoskeleton of intent that provides structure, bone, and power, muscle, while requiring human wisdom, Matei, for direction. Its core innovations are the unity principle, computational morality, benevolence is cheaper, and anti-fragility. Where it will be misunderstood, the primary misunderstanding, embodied by Ry's initial fear and Jax's core belief, is that the patent is a tool for creating a crystal palace, a sterile, frictionless, and totalitarian utopia that eliminates human agency. Where our understanding is incomplete, the play suggests our understanding is incomplete when we create false dichotomies. The tension between the architect's drive for order and the dancer's need for spontaneity is not a battle to be won, but a dynamic to be balanced. True mastery, Matei, lies in integrating both. Who resists and why? The Vandal, Jax, resists because he sees the patent as the ultimate tool of control and quantification. His rebellion is a form of asymmetric warfare against meaning itself, an attempt to prove that some aspects of existence can and should remain chaotic and unmeasurable. What must be communicated clearly? 1. It's a prosthetic, not a replacement. The system amplifies, it does not replace, human wisdom. 2. It cures brain fog, not hardship. It eliminates wasteful friction, not the meaningful friction required for growth. 3. It's anti-fragile, not brittle. It thrives on chaos, it doesn't break. Attacks make it stronger. 4. It's honest, not omniscient. Its most crucial feature is the aware blind spots, which builds trust through transparency. The unassailable position. The patent's unassailable position is that it is the ultimate tool for Matei, for the wise and skillful navigation of a complex reality. It's not about building a perfect world, but about making humans more capable of thriving in an imperfect one. Assaults from the status quo. The play expects the status quo to attack the patent with fears of control, dehumanization, determinism, and the loss of freedom. The communication strategy must preemptively address these fears by championing transparency, human agency, and the system's built-in safeguards against sterile perfection.